Mm-hmm. Me on a, me on a live. Good night, everyone. Good night. How is everyone doing tonight? Welcome to my live.
The recent U.S. face.
Welcome to my live. Let me know where you're joining me from. And let's talk about the topic. You see, Cartel. Why did Cartel play a no show game? Cartel was paid I soon give you the exact figure. He was paid 950 USD dollars, yet Cartel did not show up at the concert. Should he have indicated to them that he was not going to show up because the funds was insufficient? They did not complete their payment with him. What should Carter should have done? What's your take on this? What's your thought on it? Let me know where you're joining me from. Let me know where you're joining me from, guys. Let me know where you're joining me from. Good night, everyone. Welcome to my live. Hi, CC's miniature. How are you doing? And in the report, in the news report, Cartel mentioned that he was familiar with the promoter from a longer time. Should Cartel have called the promoter to say, oh, you know that, or should the promoter have called Cartel to say that Cartel, you know, said because we have a public holiday, the funds won't get to reach you in time. What should have done on both parties? Because we cannot just want to blame one person alone. Yes, the promoter was putting him on the show, and yes, Cartel was invited guest artist. So I'm here saying, right, both persons could have communicated in such a way, right, so as to sort this issue out, so things wouldn't have to work out this way, right? Let me know your thoughts. Hi, Anne Marie. Why you think it's getting stale? It's not getting stale, my dear. Reason being, Anne Marie, because it's still on Google. I just went on Google to see what I could talk about, and it's one of the topic on there. So it is not stale until the news media said it's stale. All right, and do thank you for coming by and do enjoy your evening. Right, so that's just the reality of it. Both parties could have at least approached the matter differently, instead of a no-show game. And then to twist it a little bit, allegedly, let me use the word allegedly, they are saying that Sizzler wanted the same kind of pay like Vibes Cartel. But Sizzler is saying nothing like that. So, what are your thoughts on the topic? Let me know. Welcome to my live. Welcome to my live. Thank you guys so much for coming by. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. We just wait for some persons to come on. Welcome to my live, guys. Let me know where you're watching me from. Let me know how are you doing. All right. So CC has left a comment here. Let's see what she said. The promoter should have made contact with Kartel, seeing as there was a holiday and it would hinder the money from reaching on time. That's a very, very good point. Yes, the promoter. Yes, the promoter should have made contact with Cartel. Well, we don't know if he did, but he should have made contact with Cartel to say that Cartel or Cartel's P assistant, whomever it is, to say that guess what? We're having a national holiday in Trinidad, and this may your money may reach late. But guess what? We are still interested. But then again, guys, it's modern times. All he had to do, all the promoter had to do was to take a picture of the transaction slip, the receipt, and email it or WhatsApp it to Cartel. Can you imagine? I'm still not sure what's happening. What happened there? Because these are modern times. If I make a payment to you and I know that you won't be able to see the payment in time, well, at least you have a transaction receipt. My name is on it, and that is something legit from the bank. So I'm still wondering why weren't all these things done? You know? And I know how disappointed the people of Trinidad were because they were looking forward to seeing Cartel, you know? Everybody, Cartel is on everybody's list, so to speak. Everybody wants Cartel in their country. And to see just because of something like this, then it hindered Cartel from being there. Hmm? Guys, remember to like up the live. Let me know where you're watching me from. Let me know where you're watching me from. Guys, you can go ahead and share the live, share the live. Right, so because of the whole situation, but I somewhat blame the promoter because he's the one putting on the event, right? So he should have properly checked. Did he call back Cartel or the agency that he went through to get Cartel to say that guess what? You know that the bank we're having some issues or there's a public holiday and the money won't get to transfer into your account on time. But guess what? Here is a transaction receipt, right? This is the proof that I have completed payment. And I'm thinking this issue could have solved rather than when you look, persons show up at the concert, Cartel is a big act, and then there's no Cartel. I'm just imagining how that turned out at that event. Wow, that's sad. That's really sad indeed. Guys, remember to give me a like. Welcome to my live. Let me know your thoughts on this topic with Cartel. It is still a trending topic because I went on Chrome earlier on. It is still there. And so, right now, the government of Trinidad is still investigating. The government of Trinidad is investigating. They're still doing their investigations as to why Cartel didn't show up. No, looking at the news, and Randy Glasgow is renewing a call for local focus. So what Randy is saying, rather than booking international artists such as Cartel, and to prevent future happenings or future controversy, whereas you book an international artist and for whatever reason or not reason they do not show up for the event, then Randy is saying that guess what, focus on local talent. And that makes sense because we need to promote the local talents. Hi Andre Mark, how are you? That promoter, oh Lord, unknown spinner. Oh my gosh. Let's see. I'm not seeing your comment. Hold on 1 minute. Andrema, that promoter unknown spinner. Top artists waiting until after show to get their own money. See what happened to Jack here. Right, right. So what I was even saying, Andre, thank you so much for joining the live. I was saying that what the promoter could have done. If modern time, no, you make a payment and because of the holiday the money not reach in time, all he had to do was to send a transaction receipt. I don't know if it was done or not, but I am wondering. And so Randy Glasgow is here saying, guess what? Forget about the international artist. Let us focus on our local talent. Focus on our local talent, he says. After raising concerns about the controversial, oh, he had 6 months to pay the money in full. Wow, look at that. Wow, 6 months. So if you have 6 months to pay your money in full, why wait until the deadline? Why wait until last minute? Thank you for that. Right. After raising concerns about the controversial booking of the incarcerated dancehall artist Vibes Cartel, Glasgow has now broadened his critique. He's urging the entertainment industry to reflect and recommit to local talent. So, Trinidad has something to learn from this. Or the promoter that's at fault, he has something to learn from this. Because if you have 6 months to pay off, why wait until the last minute? That's not good enough. In a message circulated among fellow promoters, Glasgow was questioning the fact that why spend so much exorbitant fees on international artists without a clear path to profitability. Okay, they tried to offer properties. Right, yes, I saw that part. They tried to offer properties with the government clearly against the artists. I would have my antennas up. Right on Dreamer. But if you could enlighten me, if you know. Alright, so if I'm supposed to do something for you, pay me to do a act. I don't understand the part. Why would you offer me properties for it? Is that a normal exchange? I don't know. If you could educate me on that, I would be grateful. Is it a normal exchange? Because I don't want any property. I want my money. This is an agreement, so no property. I just want my money. Fully Gaza badness, one world boss. That is it. Hi Marley, welcome to my live. How are you doing? Exactly. Why change the mode of payment? Exactly. Because if that was not the original agreement from the beginning about property, how property coming into that? Or even if Cartel has expressed interest to buy properties in Trinidad, the agreement was not for me to get properties as a form of payment for the event. No, the agreement was for you to pay me a million, pay me million. If Cartel is signed for a similar amount as the Trinidad show, the person responsible in St. Kitts for agreeing to pay Cartel so much money will be fired. If I say it in the contract, funds to be wired to my account. Exactly, that's how I want it because that is the initial agreement. That is the initial agreement. I don't want no properties. Even if I am interested in properties, that was not the agreement from the beginning. Can you imagine? Utter foolishness, man. Utter foolishness. Promoter is small time, so this was his first time putting together such a huge. Oh, I see. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Well, I am not a promoter, but I know this much that if I invite someone for a function, I have to pay them in full before they arrive. And if I am not going to be able to pay them in full, trust me, I am going to call, I am going to email, I am going to find some way to reach out to them. And if I email and I don't get any response, I'm going to call because it's important. You cannot have such an event where you invited such an international artist and there's no show. I'm still imagining how disappointed the people of Trinidad were. And imagine them pay them money and everybody knows a cartel concert expensive. So can you imagine them pay all of those monies? But I heard they're working on refunds for them. Some people got refunds already and some soon get refunds. So that is the beauty about it. That is the beauty about it. Yes, guys, welcome to my live. Let me know what you think about the topic. Did Cartel do anything wrong? Who was at fault? Was the promoter at fault? Promoter sent a cease and desist for the refund. Oh, the promoter sent a cease and desist. He doesn't want a refund. Okay. Alright. It will be an interesting one because Trinidad government is is no no must the promoter exactly. Christopher, thanks for joining to my live. Welcome guys, welcome guys. hmm And then the promoters, they're saying, okay, they had bank delays, right? And you're gonna offer condos as payment. Like that is still ridiculous in my mind. Yeah, because how you gonna offer condos as payment? Condos was never the agreement. And now there's a big investigation. There is a big investigation because basically they're gonna say this is SCAM, that it a boil down to, it a boil down to that the word there. Because him not show up. So him do, yeah, it a boil down to that word there. It a boil down to that word. Well, to that word. Exactly, I must the promoter. Guys, like up the live. Thank you so much for joining my live. We're talking about the ongoing issue with Cartel allegedly ghosting the concert. Or well, he ghosted the concert. He was not paid in full. He was paid 950,000 USD. So there was a balance owing. There was a balance owing. There was a balance owing. No show, big pay. Trinidad wants answers. They're asking, so where the money gone? What the money gone? No, this is a very big lesson for the government of Trinidad now. Because you see, in the future, they're going to be they're going to be looking more and to say that guess what, this can happen again. Already they're thinking about just losing, about just using their local talent. But even now for Vibes Cartel, if you're going to go ahead and book Vibes Cartel, you have to go show him the money up front. Because if not gonna be Cartel, not gonna be the fatman again to him. You have to go book him in advance and then show him to you pay the money up front. Up front. And artists like Cartel is used to being short paid in the past. Oh, so after so many years, promoters still doing this shit, man. What? So promoters still do this? I mean, no, man, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous, Andre, man. This is ridiculous. Right. So in the future, if promoters looking to book Cartel, they're gonna have to show proof of funds and their origins before they're issuing event permit. The contract needs to be detailed, what is expected, what is not expected. Right? Whoa. This, well, it may be harder for him to even secure deals in Trinidad again. Or guys, do you think this will just pass? Do you think this will just pass? What do you think? Let me know in the comments before. But it's hard to believe that people would really want to pay less for him or to short him. That's cruel. That's really cruel. All his shows went well except TNT. Exactly. Only top tier promoters are going to be able to book him from now on. It will pass maybe 9 months down the line. Right, right, right. Wow. Look at all this now. Wow, wow, wow. Well, everybody is looking and saying, well, it's a promoter's fault because he should have made contact with Cartel. If it is that you're gonna have bank delays because of a holiday, you should make contact with Cartel in advance because guess what? You know the concert is coming out and people are looking forward to Cartel. It's been years they haven't seen Cartel live and direct. So I know that people may not even want to go back to a concert that that same promoter has put on. Who knows? Who knows what the outcome will be? This is a wake up call for that promoter and even future promoters alike. That is no joke. If an international artist says it's $100 for me to perform, pay them or you lose the show. Simple, simple like that. It is quite simple. hmm Yes, guys, thank you for being here. If you have any thoughts or comments on this topic, please let me know. Don't be afraid to share your thoughts on it. Don't be afraid to share your thoughts on the subject matter at hand. Don't be at. So Trinidad will now have to start investing in their local talent because it seems that the government is going to be ruling out stricter penalties, probably in the areas of giving out permits for such large events because of what happened. Because of what happened. Because of what happened. So, all right, guys, this is another angle to look at it from, right? So, do you think that Cartel no show, no show to the concert was in any way offensive? Because, guys, I don't know if you realize, but Cartel rum is being made in Trinidad, Cartel rum is being made in TNT. Do you think because of this it will affect it? Will it affect it at all? His STR8 Vibes Rum collection is being made in Trinidad. Do you think this will affect it? Will they give him any form of bureaucratic troubles? Guys, you know how governments are. Do you think it will affect it? Mm. Right, guys. Will Cartel no show to the Trinidad concert affect the rum that is his rum collection in Trinidad? It won't affect it because the company supports that artist. Oh, okay, okay. All right, so Andre, where are you watching me from? I think I have seen your name somewhere before. I am not too sure. I'm not too sure. Could you let me know, please? The government is clearly against the artist. That's what I'm thinking too. So this may be one of the reasons he didn't show. Yeah, I'm in the US. Okay, thank you so much for watching my channel. How did you come across this channel? And are you a YouTuber? Or it came up on your feed? Okay. Oh, you just like to listen to different viewpoints? Yes. I'm trying. Yeah. So are you a YouTuber though? No, you're not. Okay. Okay. So I'm a YouTuber now, a little bit over 1 year. Yeah. It's not too bad though. How do you find YouTubing? Wow. To be honest with you, like I enjoy doing my videos, but it is tiring. If I was doing it full time and then just to focus on it alone, then that wouldn't be too bad. But I have my job that I do in the days and then to come home and post. Sometimes I post in the morning, sometimes I post in the evening. It is tiring, but it is rewarding. Because I'm a monetized channel. So I get my little few cents. I get my little few cents. You have to come on, you have to do live, you have to do videos. One of the challenges that I find, Andre Mac, is to get a thumbnail maker. That's one of the challenges that I find. It's not easy. Sometimes I have to be just trying different ways to come up with thumbnails. That's one of the challenges. But YouTube is fun. It is fun. It is fun. I look forward to it. Yeah, well, exactly. And you know what? I said to me, I'm not going to give up on my YouTube channel. There are days when I'm not in the mood, though, to do any YouTube videos because I'm tired. But after that, I brush myself off. Sometimes I take a 1, 2 days and then I just come back and post videos. Yeah. And it's not doing too badly. It's not doing too badly. Have you ever thought of starting a YouTube channel? Controversial words are free. So that's what I realized. And to be honest, I'm not that type of person. So it's taking me out of my comfort zone. Yeah, like me I say right now for the past couple of days, me not get no good views like we would want. No good views. No good views. But if me come with something controversial, I have, but same as you, I work long hours. Okay. Yeah. Andre Matt, do you know me? Well, no, you probably don't know me because it just came up on your feed. Your Mac stand for McFarlane. You don't have to be extreme, but more leading phrases. Yeah. But I just need a thumbnail maker, you know? You know me? That's what you're answering to? Where do you know me from? Yeah, I need a headline that's going to go viral. I need a headline that's going to go viral. Yo, your last name is McFarlane, right? Thought as much. Well, I did that video that said, did Cartel get paid to go to Trinidad? The 950K question, I got 1,900 and odd views on that. It's taking its time on its way to 2,000 views. Look at that lizard in the background. Yeah, but trust me, so easy. Even when you try to make the thumbnails interesting, oh my gosh, still hard, you know? It is still hard. The last time I did a live, Andre, was 3 weeks ago. I said, no, I need to come and do a live, even though it's not my thing to do. Are you mostly doing videos for music? Are you mostly doing videos for music or variety? In video, what do you mean by that question? Oh, no, I don't do videos from. I do like news, just like strictly news. That's what I do, strictly news. So I talk about what's happening. Some of the news I miss them, of course. News is so much. Right now, we know that Trump and Musk is somewhat, you know, not getting along. Hi, DJ Dawood. Good night. He never. Oh, okay, I meant entertainment. No, not really entertainment news. I just do news on a whole. News on a whole. News on a whole. Talk about them never pay him in for exactly. Exactly. And then they expect him to show up, right, DJ Dawood? Exactly. Yeah, man, they're the promoter is to be blamed. Or more right. Yeah, I do political news. I talk about the political news here in Jamaica. I do like Caribbean news. Oh, you were at the show? Oh, yeah, said to me. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. That must have been embarrassing. I do apologize. I do apologize. Even though I'm not the one, but I apologize because I can just imagine how embarrassing and disappointing that was for you to be looking forward to seeing Cartel and no Cartel. I can't imagine what you guys went through at all. I can't imagine that. Yeah, yeah, man. So I just want to find a thumbnail maker. Sometimes I sit for hours, minutes trying to figure out the best thumbnails to do. And sometimes I think thumbnails are good enough when they go on YouTube. Oh my gosh. They don't get any views. They don't get any views. People should have known once Thursday come and he didn't post he was traveling. hmm Not even Sizzler perform money problem. Yeah, that promoter, my gosh, that promoter, no know him I do. That promoter no know him I do at all, at all. Not even one bit. Yeah. Pardon me, no, if you do one video about that promoter, that Trinidad promoter. Mm-mm. No, he is from Jamaica. Oh, okay. Yes, guys, thank you so much for joining my live. Don't forget to double tap. You can give me gifts, any amount. I appreciate. Can you imagine the promoter try to play Vibes Cartel, but it backfire. He and Cartel is friend, but it have exactly right. I had said that earlier that he knows Cartel. He knows Cartel from former years, but Cartel business and pleasure not go together. Exactly. You know, a cart him try to play cartel because him thinks that true him know cartel did not go show up at the event, but cartel it backfire. Yeah, it backfire. You have to go make one shorts about it, man. Yeah, man, it backfire. It backfire. That's why we have to know what we do. We really have to know what we do because wife, look at that now. No friendship when we are the business. Andre, are you still with me? Based on the above. No friendship in business. Always say that. Yeah, I'm trying to pay cartel, man. Big mistakes. Big mistake. Big mistake. Big mistake. You tried to play me, but it backfired. You tried to play me, but it backfired. Yes, guys, thank you for being here with me. DJ Dawood. So you're living in Trinidad, right? So are you a DJ? Were you playing at the concert? Were you playing at the concert? Could you please let me know? Let me know if you were playing at the concert. Let me know if you were playing at the concert. Oh Lord. Welcome to my live. You can let me know your thoughts on what. Let me know your thoughts on what happened with the Vibes Cartel not showing up at the concert in Trinidad and Tobago. Let me know your thoughts on the topic. Thank you so much. Let me know your thoughts on the topic. Let me know your thoughts on the topic. Let me know your thoughts on the Let me know your thoughts on the topic, man. Time is so hot, warm. Yes, guys, let me know. Welcome to my live. You can let me know your thoughts on the topic. Why Cartel did I know show? Let me know your thoughts on the topic. Why Cartel did I know show? I'm just doing this live for an hour, guys. I'm starving right now to go get me some dinner. Yeah. Not real. Not real. Let me know your thoughts on the topic. And from now on, I'll be coming with more topics. I'm putting up my thumbnails and coming with topics so that we can discuss here on live because of the real issue as at hand. Yeah, guys, we can't do business shady. When we're doing business, we have to be transparent. And that promoter in question, he was not transparent. Fear is fear. Fear is fear. He was not transparent. He was not truthful. He was not truthful. And so it backfired on him. Yeah, it backfired on him. It backfired on him. It backfired on him. Cause y'all gonna try if scam. Eh? You're gonna try if scam Vibes Cartel. Are you scam yourself? You scam yourself. Are yourself you scamming her? You has tried to scam yourself. Hmm? Are yourself you try scam? Are yourself you try scamming? Yeah, try to pay a cartel, big mistake. Eh? Hey guys, welcome to my live. Let me know where you're joining me from. Just because of familiarity? Just because of familiarity? Just because of familiarity? You think so you could have just win this so no man that can't work? What it means that him fearful? F-E-L-I-F-E. Why I'm fearful? What's going on? He had to borrow money. Guys, you heard the part that the promoter had to borrow money to fund the concert. And if you don't have no money for fund one concert, why take it up and promote it? Just because you want back some money? So I hope the Trinidad people will be paid, will be refunded. That's what I'm concerned about. Well, I heard that they have started to refund them. So I really hope they will be refunded. Mm. You play cartel, eh? You think you play cartel? Eh? You play yourself, brother. You play yourself. You played yourself. Tried to play cartel. Big mistake. Big mistake. Okay? Okay, you tried to play cartel. Big mistake. You understand? Big mistake, you make. Exactly. Try to rob cartel. You El Cartel. El Cartel show you how the thing go. That it. Cartel show you how the thing go. Understand? Eh? Cartel show you how the thing go. Hmm? You're trying to play cartel. Big mistake. Cartel play back. You try book somebody for concert and you don't have enough funds? What can go so in? Tell me what can go so? In Jamaica would I say you're a bandit? You are a bandit. Well, this is a lesson for him to learn. My viewers, this is a lesson for him to learn. And sometimes we have to just learn things the hard way. Yep. We have to just learn things the hard way. Like it or not, we just have to learn things the hard way. Mhm. We have to learn things the hard way. Yes, guys, thank you so much for joining me on my live. I do appreciate it. Remember to check out my videos and you can support me by giving me a super chat. Alright? You can support me by giving me a super chat. 47 minutes and 28 seconds. I'm only doing an hour, guys. So before you know it, I'll be out of here. Try to play cartel, you make a big mistake. Try to play cartel, you make a big mistake. Try to play cartel, you make a big mistake. Try to play cartel, but you make a big mistake. Yes. Hmm. So, if he didn't have enough funds, where is he gonna get all that money from? Sorry, if he even but me can't help him. Really sorry for him. Cartel said the fans get robbed, his supporters get robbed. I get robbed too because yeah, because you borrow investors' money and now your life is in danger. How can you do something like this for motor? And other service suppliers have to get paid. That means you never structure the thing good. If you know you can't afford all of these things, why do it? So my next step is to try to find common ground to work it out. Common ground. Let's see how those common grounds will work out. Excuse me. Let's see how those common grounds will work out. Con- Vibes Cartel was contracted for a total of US 1.35 million to perform at the concert, which also featured other foreign acts including Marley Don, Revusian, Sizzler, Chronic Law, and Molly. However, after Cartel, and Molly pulled out of the concert citing contractual issues, Chronic Law was the only foreign act who performed. Look at that. Anderson was trying to defend how he sourced the US funds for the foreign acts. Who? Yeah. No, no, it seemed like, yeah, man, he's an international artist. We don't know that one, though. Yeah, I'm an international artist. We might only want to save the concert. I can't last save the date. Because Sizzler never show up. Save the date. Because Sizzler never show up. We must have on the live in it. Sizzler never show up. May I talk about Cartel and show up at the concert? Because them failed to pay him. The festival in Trinidad. Yes, guys, so we have to know what we are doing. Thank you so much for joining my live. I do appreciate it. The problem lies in where the promoter took it upon himself to try to fill Vibe's cartel itinerary with things that had nothing to do with Vibe's cartel. And rightfully so, the defense minister pulled the plug on that part of the itinerary. And there is no problem there because Vibe's cartel represent for Trinidad, represent for Jamaica, and a matter of fact, he represent for the entire Caribbean. And I can agree to that. Mhm. Vibes Cartel if only perform, so how come you are giving one long list of itinerary to do so much other things? And him, it's not like he made an agreement with you. Like sign a contract in terms of that. Only if you do the concert. Why oh be me, I tell you that this a promoter ain't not easy at all. Yesterday, Anderson has also set up 2 hours before the concert that he had offered to shuttle Kartel into the country via private jet, but that was rejected, along with other factors to address Kartel's concern of a financial breach in his contract. Yeah, financial breach, of course, definitely. And then you can't afford to pay Kartel, and you're gonna talk, you're gonna give him condos. That was not the agreement. I don't want no condos if it was me. I don't want no condos. And this is said if attorneys had written to the attorney representing the artist who failed to perform, requesting that they detail what were the supposed breaches in their contract before proceeding. Right? So this is what happens, when you don't have enough funds. The promoter in question, he didn't have enough funds to fund this concert. That's the first thing. So the promoter is at fault. The promoter, you are at fault, sir, and I hope you learn from this. We have to pay to learn. All of us. We have to pay to learn. Thank you so much for joining my live. Please give me a double tap. You're welcome. Thank you so much for joining my live. So that's what's happening. And had he probably speak to Cartel in advance and explain to him that guess what, the money is there, but because of the national holiday it's held up, or even send a transaction receipt, then Cartel probably would have said, okay, then I can still do the show. But nothing. What went wrong? Nothing. Ooh, you can't do business like that. That's a shady business deal. That's a shady business deal. That is a shady business deal. So the promoter has to learn from this, alright? He has to certainly learn from this. He has to learn from this situation, right? Yeah, he will learn from it. He will definitely learn from this situation. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining my live. Don't forget to give me a double tap, and you can let me know where you are watching me from. Yeah, man. The promoter tried to make to pay, and try to the promoter tried to play Vibes Cartel, but guess what? Him lose. Him lose big time. Him lose big time. Thank you so much to all the persons who came on my live to engage with me. I appreciate it. Andre Mark. And then I saw this person here earlier on. Yeah, thank you so much, Andre Mark. And I saw DJ Dawood. Thank you so much. And there was a Russian guy who came on. I do appreciate your support. So mm, yes, guys. So 5 more minutes to go. Just 5 more minutes to go. And I will be logging off here. And I'm going to be making a shorts. Okay. Going to be making a short. I am going to be making a short. to be making a short. Yeah, man. Welcome to my live. Just here was us talking about the cartel issue that went on the other day.
Jesus Christ.
I'm about to turn that on. Right. Right. So yes, that's basically it. That's what happens when we refuse to do things that way. Right. So guys, Vinette music. What music, girl? Vinette, don't do it. All right. So yes, guys, thank you so much for joining my live. Thank you so much. I'll be logging off in a couple minutes time. Thank you so much for your presence, for being here with me. I sincerely appreciate you so much.